Really gotta take a crap, so let's do this. You guys didn't believe me, but I told you I'd be back to review the summer movies. And I'm dedicated now. I will be giving you guys more reviews, I promise you. Into Iron Man 2 with my Capri Sun Pacific cooler. Hey everyone, big fan of the first one. That was a very effective, very refreshing, very awesome superhero movie with a brilliant performance from Robert Downey Jr. It had an excellent story, it had really funny, sharp writing, like I said, excellent performances all around. And just one thing that I felt was really unique about the first one was how effective the action was. Mr. Black's review for Iron Man 2, he said how this one wasn't as realistic as the first one. And like he said, you know, people are going to be rolling their eyes, but it is true. The first one really did like have this realistic element to it. Although it is a superhero movie, and although he built like this suit out of nothing, and it is impossible, you know, at least now at this current state of technology, I feel bound by reality, and it felt like this what would happen if this really happened in real life. This one, not at all. This one has armies of droids. This movie basically kills that unique element that I'm talking about where the violence is really effective. That scene in the first one, the action sequence where he goes over to Iraq or wherever the heck he is, that scene is amazing. And this movie, it doesn't overdo the action, but it's just not as effective and it's just not as interesting. It's far more generic, it's far more typical, it's far more predictable, it's far more cliched. It's good, it's well done action. This movie is very well directed by Jon Favreau. The problems don't really lie in the action. I don't know why I'm picking apart the action. The action for the most part is well done. The problem is the story that the action is in. We have Whiplash. We have Iron Man. Good guy, bad guy. Okay, work on that. Develop the bad guy. There are so many things going on here. So many things I don't care about. Samuel Jackson, don't need a $1 million commercial for the Avengers movie. Completely unnecessary. Samuel Jackson, as much as I love him as an actor, he didn't need to be in this movie. As much as I love Sam Rockwell, there was just so much time spent on his character, and the character really just wasn't all that interesting. It's an important character, but I just don't really think the script gave Sam Rockwell that much to work with. Pretty typical character, although Sam Rockwell was the perfect actor. Scarlett Johansson, okay, I guess, sure. Again, not very much interesting stuff, not much depth. Mickey Rourke, I think he did a great job, but he didn't do much, even as this big, hyped-up villain. It wasn't all that much depth, ultimately. I really didn't like the ending of his character, how they leave his character off. I thought it was very unsatisfying. I was really interested in his backstory. I was really interested in the tension between them, because like the best scenes in this movie are between two of them. There are two excellent scenes. Now, like everyone is saying, there's a really big boring spot in this movie, and God is it boring. There's a big lagging point in this movie. The movie finally kicks it back into gear is with a scene between Mickey Rourke and Robert Downey Jr. And that's when Mickey Rourke calls him. And at that time, I'm just like, whoa. Like, this is what this movie should be. Between them, personal conflict between them, the battle. But the film focuses so much on things that I don't care about. They can't build that tension. They can't develop that depth with Mickey Rourke because they're just focusing on getting people hyped up for the Avengers movie. And Scarlett Johansson being hot. And other crap. I like the backstory of Robert Downey Jr.'s health issue and everything, how the thing keeping him alive is killing him, that's important. But everything else is just a little dimmer here than it was in the first one. Get a text message. Now Noreen made me get up. Okay, that's exciting. I'll call you back later. The interaction between the actors, the humor, slash writing, is just all not as strong as it was in the first one. This movie definitely has some big laughs. People are saying a lot of the scenes are just really drawn out, really long, really too long, just don't really go anywhere. There's some scenes where the dialogue was just pretty dull. Not much to it. Like I said, it's not as sharp, it's not as witty as in the original. Robert Downey Jr. gives a good performance here, but not as good as the first one. The movie does do a good job at maintaining the sophisticated tone, for the most part, that it had in the first one. There definitely is some stupid scenes, especially the birthday party scene. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm referencing. Probably the worst scene in the movie is when Don, maybe I shouldn't spoil it, but it's just such an undeveloped plot turn, and it feels so random, and it feels so comical, it feels so goofy, and it involves Don Cheadle, who replaces Terrence Howard fine, Who's better? I don't really care. I think they both did a fine job. I think Don Cheadle did some good humor in this movie, and him and Rob Downey Jr. did good together. So fine, replace Terrence Howard. I don't care. Terrence Howard has an annoying voice. Yeah, the problem with this movie just ultimately is the characters besides Tony Stark. Just no focus and no development that really builds anything to really gain your interest. There's so many little things going on that just jump from one to another, and it just need to be shaped up into one big movie. Ultimately, all the scenes that I saw tonight of Iron Man 2 did not come together to make a great movie, but there were tastes of a really great movie somewhere in here. Maybe I should take all the pieces and edit into one good movie. I could probably do that. Stop texting me. I know I'm cool. I will text you later. You're not going to listen to me. Go and see it. You know, it's Iron Man 2. You're going to see it. And I don't think I've said anything positive about it, but it is pretty good. It is good, but it's definitely, it's my second most anticipated movie this summer. It's a tad disappointing. It's nothing special. It's pretty forgettable, to be honest. There really isn't anything too good about it, but the actors all do good jobs, and there are definitely some good fun action sequences, and besides, the boring spot in the film, it is entertaining. It does have some good humor, and, resurrecting characters you like. Rob Downey Jr. still, is the likable jackass. So yeah, check it out, but don't just lower your expectations. It's not great, but it is good. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Hopefully there are better movies this summer. New trailer for Inception looks awesome. So yeah, gonna go take a poop. Take the poop of a lifetime. And I'm out of toilet paper. Not good. God, you're so excited to take a poop and you don't have any toilet paper. Ain't that a buzzkill?